What if everything you know about success is wrong? What if the life you are living right now is not truly yours? Steve Jobs, one of the most influential minds of the 21st century, didn't just build Apple. He built a philosophy, a way of thinking that forces you to confront uncomfortable truths about life, success, and destiny. These truths are not soft, not pleasant, not comforting. They are harsh, but they are the exact truths that shaped one of the greatest creators of our time. Today, you will hear 7 harsh truths that Steve Jobs lived by. Truths that can shake you, awaken you, and change the direction of your life. Truth 1. Your time is limited, Mal, so don't waste it living someone else's life. This was Steve Jobs' most powerful message, spoken with the voice of a man who knew death was real, close, and unavoidable. Jobs understood something most people ignore: life is brutally short. And the greatest tragedy is not dying, but living a life that was never truly yours. Most people follow scripts written by others, their parents, society, expectations, fear. Jobs refused that path. He chose to live with urgency, with intensity, with focus. He knew that every day could be his last, and instead of hiding from that truth, he used it to guide every decision he made. Truth 2, follow your inner voice, not the noise around you. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Steve Jobs believed that the world is full of noise, advice, criticism, doubt, fear, expectation. If you listen to all of it, you will lose the only voice that matters, your own. Jobs trusted intuition more than logic, passion more than practicality, vision more than approval. He had the courage to follow what felt right, even when everyone said he was wrong, and history proved he wasn't. Most people fail not because they are incapable, but because they obey the noise around them instead of the truth within them. Truth 3, you will fail, and it will hurt. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. Steve Jobs was a billionaire at 25 and fired from his own company at 30. Imagine being kicked out of the company you built with your own hands. Most people would break. Jobs didn't. He said being fired from Apple was the best thing that ever happened to him, because it forced him to rebuild himself with more creativity, more curiosity, more freedom. He created next. He bought Pixar, and eventually, Apple begged him to return. Failure is not the end. Failure is the beginning of who you're meant to become. Jobs learned that pain reveals purpose. Truth 4, love what you do, or you will not survive. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. To Steve Jobs, passion was not optional. It was survival. He believed that every great achievement in history, every invention, every masterpiece, every revolution came from people who were obsessed with their work. Not because it was easy, but because it mattered. Jobs often said that work will consume a huge part of your life. If you don't love it, you will quit when things get hard. You will settle for less. You will shrink instead of grow. If you don't love what you do, you will never have the strength to become great at it. Truth 5, connect the dots backwards. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. Jobs believed life cannot be planned perfectly. You don't always know why things happen, why you failed, why you struggled, why you were rejected, why a door closed. But later, years later, the meaning becomes clear. His famous example, he dropped out of college, but stayed in a calligraphy class. That class made no logical sense at the time, yet it became the foundation for the beautiful typography of the first Macintosh computer. Life won't make sense while you're living it. Only when you look back will you understand that every dot had a purpose. Truth 6. Stay hungry, stay foolish. These words are the heart of Steve Jobs' philosophy. Never become comfortable. Never stop learning. Never lose the fire inside you. Dare to try things others call impossible. Dare to dream beyond logic and practicality. Dare to be different. Jobs believed that the moment you think you know enough, you begin to die intellectually. Great minds remain students forever, and the world is moved not by the realistic, but by the foolish, people who believe they can bend reality itself. Truth 7. Remember that you will die. Death is very likely the single best invention of life. This is Steve Jobs' harshest truth and his most liberating. When Jobs discovered he had cancer, his relationship with life changed forever. He said death was life's greatest teacher because it strips away fear, ego, pride, and expectations, leaving only what truly matters. Knowing he would die made him brutally honest with himself. It made decisions easier. It made priorities clearer. But it made life sharper. You don't truly live until you accept that you will die. Steve Jobs didn't just create technology. He created a way of thinking, a mindset that challenges comfort, rejects fear, and embraces the brutal truths of life.